Trader's Corner. Crazy, huh? I mean, I didn't do one last month. I didn't do one in August, so I'm doing one in September. I missed a month, but I did announce my knife sale. So for August, and I usually announce the dates of my monthly knife sale on Trader's Corner. A lot of people email me like, when's the sale? Watch Trader's Corner. Nope, don't want to do that. Just gonna ask you instead. Okay. It's gonna be the 16th for Patreon group. 2 days later, that's Sunday the 18th, it goes public at 5 p.m. Eastern. So if you're not a Patreon member, just remember, Sunday the 18th at 5 p.m., have money. Have money, can buy knife. Mongol-like knife, many knife. So you want to do that. Now, Trader's Corner is all about buy, sell, trade. So in the comment section, unless you email me with your request that I can read over the video here, then put it down in the comment section. Like, I'm looking for a Riot, blah, 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 whatever, and it's been out of production or whatever, that kind of thing. Or I use this or that, or a cold steel, whatever, or, whatever your request is. I'm looking to sell, I'm looking to trade, blah, 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 and you can hook up with each other, okay? So that was the original intent of Trader's Corner. Now it's turned into announcement of my monthly knife sale, which I've tried to think about trying to get 2 sales a month in there, but it's just too overwhelming because, I'll get close to like 150 to 200 knives in each sale. And by the time I get it all set up and taped and then posted for Patreon, flipped to the public and do all the postage, shipping, and then, it goes until the next sale is posted, as long as there's knives for sale. So I get requests. I mean, I just got a request today for a knife. I sell them right up until the time the sale gets flipped to the next monthly sale. So I've never completely sold every knife out. So it does stay active. I'm working on getting a website done, and the guy that's doing it for me also runs a business, so it's going to be kind of a slow process. But when it gets up, then whatever doesn't sell on my knife sale will go on my website like it's going to be basically consignment sales, like Arizona Custom Knives. You can go on there and you can get new, and then you can get consignment knives as well. So my website will be a combination of new knives that will be selective, as far as new knives go, but mostly it's going to be about consignment knives that didn't sell in the sale. They'll go there, or if somebody just wants it on the consignment site and they don't want it on my monthly knife video, then it can go straight onto the consignment site as well. So that way that knife will stay there without having to be put back into another monthly sale, on and on. It'll just stay there until it sells or the person requests their knife back or whatever. So that's going to be how that's going to work. And hopefully it'll make things less complicated for me, because I'll end up every monthly knife sale, I've got 4 lists. Okay. First of all, John Smith sends me 10 knives to put on my sale. So I've got John Smith. I've got a list on my online thing, on my notepad or whatever. John Smith, here's his knives, here's his email address, shipping address. Is he a Patreon member? Yes or no? And how do I pay him? Zelle or Cash App or whatever, And then his knives get combined into the knife sale list. Okay. But once the sale goes down, I have a list that I develop of unsold knives that I can send to people that are asking, what have you not sold? Okay. So these 3 lists there, plus the actual list that I put on the video. So if I have to change a price on a knife, I have to change it on John's personal list, on the unsold list, okay? And of the actual sale list that I have of all the knives for the sale, and on the online list that's posted on the video. So there's 4 different lists. So every time a seller asks me to change the price down $5 or down $10, I got to change it on 4 different lists. It makes it complex. Hopefully the website will make that more manageable because it'll coordinate a whole bunch of things. So that was a long way of getting around to that. So knife sale, and you go Patreon. Okay, so what is this whole thing about Patreon? Well, it's people that pay. It's basically a software thing. There are other types of things that are for people to support creators other than Patreon. Patreon's just one way. It's kind of like Visa, then you got MasterCard, you got Discover, you got what. So, I mean, Patreon is one way to do it, and it seems to be the most universal, and so that's what I have. So people pay a certain amount of money every month to support my channel. In return, I give them benefits. So one of the benefits is they get 2 days, 48 hours, and it's really not that important that it's 48 hours. It's important that they get access to the knife sale when all the knives are on the table and unsold. So they get a choice. When I posted at 5 p.m. Eastern time, boom. I mean, they get the notification right through Patreon. They can click, they can see the entire list, and then they can go to the video if they want and look at the video. But a lot of them just look at the list and go, oh, there's a Strider. Okay, I want that. Boom, they'll email me and say, I want the Strider, because there's a description about it, plus any known defects, so they'll know. Okay, so if they want this hinderer here and they see there's only one hinderer on the sale, they scroll down to the H's because they're alphabetized. Hey, there's a hinderer there. Oh yeah, I want that one. So they email me right away and they can get on these. And there's a lot of knives that I think should sell immediately and they don't. Okay. And so sometimes it's several hours later, maybe a day later, maybe not until the public sale. But so if you want to be in on the early side, you can join my Patreon. Down below, there's a link. You click on that and you can choose a $5 or a $10 membership. The $5 gets you into the early sales. Okay. The $10 not only does that, but it allows you to get me to sell up to 2 knives. You can send me 10 knives to sell for you, but the top 2 valued knives, I will not charge you my 10% seller fee. So if you send me a $300 knife and a $200 knife, there's $500. I'm not going to charge you $50 for those 2 knives. The other 8 knives, yeah, I'll charge you my 10% seller fee. Plus, there's pass-through costs like shipping to the new buyer and about 3% credit card processing, because I bill everybody. They pay using credit cards or whatever, and so there's a credit card fee usually that has to be deducted. So, but you won't have to pay that 10% on those 2 knives. That's $50 worth of savings. I mean, sell things on eBay. Give that a shot. I just sold some knives on eBay that didn't sell on my sale recently, and it was like $900 and some dollars. Okay. But I mean, it was $100 and some dollars that came off with fees, taxes, and all the stuff that eBay charges. So that's tough. I'm just saying, people save money, and basically being a $10 Patreon is free if you just send me a knife every once in a while that I don't charge you a seller fee on. You're selling the knife off. You're not having to pay the 10% fee. And so it makes up for the $10 a month you're paying me on Patreon. So that's why I have so many guys doing that. I probably got about 80 guys on the $10 Patreon thing, because that's the most lucrative thing, because they're there to get in on the early sale and because they want to sell knives. And almost everybody I know that buys knives also sells knives. Now, you might be able to do it on the forums or on this is Swap and that and Reddit and whatever. If you want, that's fine. But many guys find it more convenient to do it through here. Maybe because it's just easier for them to do so. I don't know, because they don't have to ship it to the final buyer. They don't have to collect the money or whatever, you know, and people can pay for a knife on my sale using any credit card, any debit card, ACH, Apple Pay, Cash App, Zelle, just not PayPal or Venmo. Okay. But they can use their PayPal or Venmo debit card to pay me. Okay. So that's a great deal. And in that same note, the $10 Patreon, I don't want this to be a commercial for Patreon necessarily, but a lot of people just don't know, and so they don't join. I mean, I look around, I go, I can't believe there's not a lot more people that want to, you know, get in on the early sales and want to sell knives and, you know, save a lot of money on the costs of fees for selling knives. So maybe I just don't talk about it enough. But also the $10 Patreon members, not only 2 of your highest value knives, no fee, and you're in on the early, you know, sale, but we have a drawing every month, and I'm going to take this one away. But the Zetsu is in for those who are Patreon, $10 Patreon members, in case you're wondering, and I'm going to send it through the Patreon system for them to receive the message. But this month, on the 20th of every month, I do a drawing, if I remember, but I always do it every month. It'll be the Zetsu, okay? And so this one, if you go on White Mountain Knives, I think it's like $220, okay? But it's M390 and all that. It's CMB is the manufacturer. And there's the, oh God, I can't remember how to pronounce his name now, but it's a Japanese designer, okay? But titanium, carbon fiber, etc. So the Zetsu is a front flipper, and it'll be the giveaway. Now this one is from Max. This one's Shieldon Knives, and this is Max Chuck, who's Ukrainian designer and helped me on the Vandal, by the way, okay? And which one is this? This is the okay. This is the one that operates with the button only, which is what they were designed to do. But every once in a while, you'll get one where you can finger flick it, or some guys have somehow adjusted the detent on their knives to be able to finger flick them regardless. By the way, I have about 30 Vandals in M390 that are available. I charge $189. I ship it small flat rate USPS priority. Okay. You get a channel sticker, and I sign the box as well. Okay. So you get it in the box, you get it priority. I sign the box, and I attempt to at least check them out to make sure they're centered, there's no blade play, that the lock is secure, and that it's not going to move around, and that all the hardware is in place, etc. And that's all I do, because I don't want to mess with the factory settings. I mean, these came directly from TwoSun. So it's the Vandal. It's big. It's 9¼ inches overall length. It's a 4-inch blade. It's insane, and I've got 30 of them left. So you won't see them on eBay. You won't see them on Amazon. You won't see them on AliExpress. You won't see them anywhere but here. And I don't know if that'll change. I don't know if the owner of TwoSun is going to manufacture some more and put them up or what. So I know I've got 30, and that's what I've got. If you want one, please email me, LUVTHEMKNV@gmail.com, and get you one. I mean, who knows? It might be a real collectible down the line. Now, my sale is going to be, like I said, on the 18th for the public. Here's a couple of beauties. This came in, I mean, I was showing these off on Instagram, and a guy goes, "You didn't buy these," because he knows, that guy knew that I'm not a big automatic knife fan, but I was showing them off. And yes, this is the Hellhound here, okay? And of course, this is the Bounty Hunter. Both these knives came from the same guy, actually. 2 Microtechs, and actually he sent a SOCOM in as well, not the SOCOM B, but a SOCOM in tan, aluminum, blah, blah, blah. So, but this is the Bounty Hunter. And, you know, do you like the way it's just like beat to crap by the factory? See, I wish I was the technician that got to drag them across a gravel parking lot so I could give them that look. But and that way we can up the price. Only in America. Only in America. And also I got a lot of clamor about this. Ooh, baby, that's some kicking. It's the doctor. Doctor's in the house. It's the Bone Doctor. Venom knives. I guess it's not Kevin John Venom anymore. It's just Venom. But tritium in here. And I look them over pretty carefully. So I try and list if there's like a little bit of wear on the tip of the pocket clip, like it looks like here, that kind of thing, because these are consignment knives. They're not brand new, okay? Now, another thing I wanted to bring up to you is talking about the Shieldon knives, like the Colibri that Max has just done with them, and this will be up on their Amazon site. Shieldon sells a lot of their knives on Amazon, and so I'll give you a link where you can get the Colibri. And I don't think the Colibri's on Amazon right now, but it will be in another week and a half. But you got the Tranchodon and then the Tortank. I think this is the Tortank and this is the Tranchodon. I think. Hold on, let me look at this. Yeah, supposedly. Okay. So these, I have a 20% off discount code. And I'll give you the link. If you click on the link, these are Shieldon knives, right? And they come in a box, and it comes with a nylon belt pouch on these as well, instead of a zipper case. But here's like the Tranchodon. And so it's 67 layered Damascus. So it's a VG10 core with 9CR18, 33 layers on each side, okay, of that VG10 core. And then it's acid etched, of course, et cetera, et cetera. So that's what these are. So there's a 20%, and you know, it's got this carbon fiber. Check it out. Carbon fiber and G10, red G10 running through there. This is attractive. I like the look of them, and ceramic bearings. And I think Steven, who's over there at their company there, that's my contact, used to be in the Kizer group, okay? But now he's working for Shieldon. So this might be an interesting brand to keep your eye on going forward. But just here's, yeah, Tranchodon. You know, of course they say the name on the blade because it's not easy to see. Okay, you can see it, Tranchodon. But 20% off. So you can take advantage of that. All right. This is another knife that'll be in the sale. And of course, this is Carbidized, did these dark matter scales with the red in them. So, and this is a 3V blade. So things like this. There's interesting knives that are in my monthly sales. They just come in, you know, and it's not like I'm responsible for the variety, but it always seems to be an interesting variety of knives on my monthly sales. So, you know, check it out, whether you want to tune in on the at 5 p.m. on the 18th with the public, or you want to join my Patreon channel. You don't have to stay forever. You can join for a few months if you want. If you don't like it, cancel out, whatever you want to do. But I appreciate the support. It's a lot of work to do these sales. It takes days to get everything all checked in, on the table, labeled, alphabetized, lists made, video done, and uploaded, edited, uploaded, etc., etc. Check this out also. Just got this. Now, this is the mini Paragon. This is RS Knife Works. And I didn't know anything about RS Knife Works. Do you? I'll give you the link to RS Knife Works. He's a custom knife maker. And he gave me his bio because I contacted him through Instagram, direct messaging, and said, I got the mini Paragon. I see your knives and blades and axes and stuff that you do now, but I don't know anything about you, and I want to learn up on it before I do this review. And so he gave me his bio thing, but I mean, this is a guy who really enjoys making knives. Ooh, babies, that snap. And this, I go, mini Paragon. This is not mini anything, but his real Paragon that he custom makes. And look at his custom made folding knives. Freaking awesome. Beautiful stuff. And he does swords, fixed blades, and his design stuff is really, really good. I mean, his designs are cool. He said this was 2.5 years in the doing with Kizer. Can you believe that? I mean, see, I guess a lot of us don't appreciate how far out this stuff started before it actually made it to the marketplace. But that's all kinds of crazy. So stay tuned for that. Oh, another thing. If you ever liked the Kizer October, this kind of surprised me. I got it in titanium, and I'm usually a bigger fan if they stay liner lock, G10 micarta type thing. But I gotta say, this is a big, huge winner in the titanium. This October, I know it's a 3-inch blade, like 7 inches overall. Demetrios Ranko, design, dock design. But, and this is 20 CV. But look at the milling on this. Isn't that cool? Oh, by the way, yikes, reach over there. Yeah, it comes in a black wash, like a black stone wash. So, I mean, and it's not even $200, like $175, something like that. And then if they end up on White Mountain, I can't remember if I've seen them there yet. They're probably pretty new. But then even take 10% off of that. I mean, I don't know. Just the fit and the finish on this really seem good. This just seems really nice. Easy to finger flick too. So I don't know. I was pretty surprised by that. I wasn't expecting a lot, but I am pleasantly surprised. I carried this last night when we went out with my brother-in-law and his wife, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm stud now, man. I got me a knife, a real one. This is cool. So it's small, it's chunky weight wise for its size, though. But I mean, it's all about being weight. Wow, that's cool. So I just wanted to remind you also that check down on my post, like in the comment section or the description section, because I have a lot of discount codes for different things. And if you use those links, that's fine. I don't have an affiliate link. I'm trying to think if I'm an affiliate of anybody. I'm not. Shieldon, Kubi, White Mountain Knives, all that stuff are not affiliate links. So I don't get paid if you use that link. It's just for ease of use. But the discount code is real. So no matter how you get to their site, if you use that discount code, it will give you a discount. Most of them are, I think, 10%. But, and check on Kubi and White Mountain for their sales. Because, you can add the discount code onto a sale item and get an even bigger discount. Also, Mojave Outdoors, check that out and join their Mo Club because you get credits when your buddies use. I think you can have a link or something when you join that club and you hand it to your friends. And if they use it, you get credits. I know I bought a couple of knives the other day and it was like $160 something worth of knives and I paid $38. And I got another $15 after doing that in credit towards my next purchase. If that's not ridiculous, right? So I'm going, how are they doing that? But I do put my Mojave link down there, but my link's not unusual. You can have your own link as well. But so you're right. That helps me get credits towards purchasing knives. So yeah, and they do a lot of Kizer exclusives. And the guy the other day was saying Kizer's just tearing it up this year. I agree, they are. I mean, they kind of disappeared in 2019. I didn't know what the hell was going on. And that may have been when they had that kind of breakup and what's his face went to Concept, you know? Was it Azo or whatever? But ever since then, wow, it's amazing. So I'll leave you alone. I just wanted to let you know, yes, I have Vandals for sale. Okay. Yes, we have a Patreon group. If you don't understand it, I'm sorry. You can email me, lovethemknives@gmail.com as well. I'll walk you through it. But we have a monthly sale, and hopefully in a couple months it'll transition to a website thing where the previous knives that didn't sell will actually be listed as consignment, and people can go there and check my site every day for newly arrived knives that might be available. And since they're consignment knives, they're going to be either lower price than a new one, unless it's like some kind of spectacular, exclusive that everybody's going after. But it might be there, and you might be able to find the knife you can't find anywhere else, that kind of thing, on my website. And I've just got a glimpse of it. It looks pretty damn good and pretty professional. Thank God it's not me doing it. All right, I'm going to leave you to it, but thank you so much for your support and everything. And a lot of stuff coming up, a lot of stuff going on. So, you guys, you know what we do around here. Yeah, we love them knives. You guys stay sharp.